Play with it, son. You know what I mean? Go find that bitch. And you come back. Only got the Jets. Somebody got the Jets, huh? Nobody got the Jets. Nobody got the Jets. Okay. Here we go. It's 3-2, rock on right to right on time. That's right on time. It's tricky.
Sure, gotta know.
It's tricky. It's 3-2, rock on right to right on time. That's right on time. It's tricky.
Shut the fuck up.
It's tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Oh, she got a fat ass, so girl, boy.
Niggas just threw smoke. That was you?
I threw that shit.
They do got niggas over there too, though. I saw the gunshot.
Yep.
I remember one time I be laying in here, boy, it was hot as a motherfucker.
The block is hot. The block is hot.
Look at they just tried to fall left.
I think I just heard footsteps. I know I ain't tripping.
Yeah, they got niggas on us. To my left. Yep.
Lonely, but I'm coming.
We need a shot till they got one in there. This building right here. Yeah, look.
Oh, they're to the right.
True.
Yeah, something popped up on beat. Yeah, over here.
I saw it, but you know what I'm saying? Come up.
Right in front of me, bro.
I'm coming right now.
He just got load out. Down him. Down one. They got another nigga.
Where? Marble?
On the side of the building. Right here. Keep peeking.
What? How you pass me? Man, come on, FFA. Oh, man, get out of here. I should've just picked you up, son. Oh, niggas be fucking. Them niggas trash. They knew I should've went around.
Alright.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick 1st down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5.
Brought down at his own.
The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Brings up second.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Michael Thomas.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Cleveland.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Jabril Peppers. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Olivier Vernon brings him down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30
on the carry.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Out of the gun now on third down. Catch made by Slayton. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On second down, here's Barkley. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Giants 7, Browns nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting in
touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball, too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And the Browns first down.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Lorenzo Carter on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings
now Chubb. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20.
Go time, baby.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score.
His kick.
And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Giants 14. Browns.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. It's Barkley on the counter, and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Giants 21, Browns 7.
Down here to kick it away. Here's Jarvis Landry now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And all the way down to the 35.
Brought down by James.
A big play that time out of Chubb. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And he works free. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line.
The tackle made
a big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Michael Thomas hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21. Browns 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 28-yard.
And he slings one that's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. the penalty, Chubb. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. From the gun, Mayfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On the carry, it's Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Mayfield being chased out left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for me.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game. And all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's got this down to the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
At the 35.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And again, it's Chubb. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Browns.
First down, Mayfield. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
The Browns.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. Will find Bryant, his tight end. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. And again, it's Mayfield. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Chubb. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Browns 28, Giants 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last game. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb to the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Escaping the pressure right. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Over the middle to Beckham. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Give them 32 on the play. Now Mayfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw, eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense is just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Browns ball carrier.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. brings up
on third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Mayfield on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas.
pass. Complete.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Second and
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
If they do that. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. And we are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. This is Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
The 49-yard line.
They run the counter. Barkley. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Open man is Galladay, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10 at the 22.
A first down carry for Barkley. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Barkley. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So that one will be accepted. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw here. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up, because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Browns drive about to get started. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field So at least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception.
The Giants take over first.
We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for